And you do this, okay, we gotta talk about all the places you've done this.
Everywhere.
Beyond Chicago.
DC, like everywhere.
And so one time you said it and you actually did get arrested.
Yeah, I got detained. That was in Chicago. That was right, like there, like a block away.
What was their reason for, I mean, that's nothing harmful.
They said I was, what do they call it? Obstruction of justice.
Okay, because they were doing something at the time.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you were released.
And then I was released. They held me for like 30 minutes, handcuffed, like I asked for, in the back of a car. And I was like, ooh, arrest me, daddy.
Do you ever fear, and I know you've been asked this before, that this could go left?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, but not really. Like other people say it, like my friends be saying it, my mom said it, my dad texted me about it. When he seen me getting arrested, he was like, this isn't funny anymore, you should stop doing it. But life is about risk, you gotta take them risks.
Now, why do you do it? Because like your song, usually when I've seen you do it, your song, Fall On, is underneath it.
Yeah.
Was it to initially promote your music as a rapper?
Yeah, everything I do is to promote my music. I'm a musician, so I started posting to promote my music. I didn't even used to post like this until 2 years ago.
And so since then, how many followers would you say you've amassed?
Since then, over 1 million on TikTok and Instagram.
Even that pigeon almost wanted your drink. Did you just see that?
No.
That was so close. Okay, has this changed your life in a positive way?
Yeah, it's changed my life in a very positive way now.
How?
I had a job before. I was doing Uber and like Lyft and Uber Eats, and that was terrible. I was doing that 12 hours a day, and it wasn't paying that well, and I was away from my kid and my family. And then I started doing because I lived off music before that, but then it slowed down because music is, it has its ups and downs sometimes. So I started doing this, and this changed my life. I've never had this amount of success in music until now.
And so the views, is that translating into streams?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I have the most monthly listeners on Spotify right now that I've had in my career.
What's your number one song that people are listening to? Or maybe even top 3 songs that people are consistently listening to?
Fall On right now. That's like the biggest one. And then I just put out Arrest Me Daddy. That one's doing pretty well. And then I have another song, I'm Up, coming out November 14th. And I also have a show at Reggie's December 5th in Chicago.
And so you obviously want people to go to that and get tickets. You said something I thought was very interesting. You said that when you did Uber, when you were doing that, Uber Eats, it was terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible.
What was the craziest thing that happened when you was doing that job?
Craziest thing? I used to be picking up fans that knew my music, and then they would be like, what happened? Like, they would ask me that while I'm driving them around, and I'm like, I got bills. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
I'm not, I got a kid, so if something happened and I gotta go make some money, I'm gonna do it.
So they basically were talking to you like you had fell off.
Yeah, like I failed in life. And mind you, I'm 29, but at the time I was doing that, I was like 26, 27. So I was like, I'm young, and they asking me like, what happened? I'm like, what you mean? Like I'm still on my journey.
Yeah, and journeys sometimes take a little while.
Yeah.
In your case, you've had like a little bit of overnight success with this.
Yeah.
How old is your child?
My child is 4, Mars.
Okay.
Yeah, he's 4 years old.
Does Mars know Arrest Me Daddy? Because it's so like catchy.
Yeah, he does. He says it and then he does the dance.
He does it too?
Yeah, and then he knows the lyrics to Fall On. He says like, how you afraid of the grind? He likes it. He likes that song.
When you think about your music, maybe people have seen you on social. Maybe they haven't really put it all together with your music. What would you say is awesome about your music, and why somebody should check you out beyond the videos on social media?
Yeah, because I've been around. I've been doing music for 15 years, and I think I'm very talented. I think my music is very different. I think it's fun. I think it'll put you in a positive mood. And I also make all styles of music. Like I put out punk rock songs. I put out alternative rock. I've done like rap. I've done like all different types of genres. And I also have like written for other people, and I've really been like behind the scenes in music for a while, so.
Do people ever tell you that you look like Taylor Bennett and Chance the Rapper?
They do all the time.
How
since I was in high
often
school.
do you get that?
Probably, I used to get it way more often. Like I get it often now, but in high school, especially, because people didn't know me as much as they knew them back then. So people will like run across the street and be like, are you Taylor Bennett? And I'll be like, no, I'm not. But I'll shout out Taylor Bennett though, yeah.
And now you work together?
Yeah, now we work together, yeah.
I'm looking at your tattoos. I see your son's name on your neck, Mars.
Mars.
And then what's above your eyebrow? What does that stand for?
Adamn. So it's like the first part of my artist name, Adamn Killa. So I got this when I was 19, and I was on tour. I was in Toronto, and it was like me saying I was gonna take music seriously, because I was like, I don't plan on getting a job. I believe in myself, so I put my name on my face, and I came home, and my mom was so upset, my aunt was upset, my dad was upset, because I was 19, they like, you just got a face tattoo. Like, back then, I feel like it was less common to get that, because this is like almost 10 years ago, or it is 10 years ago now, so, yeah.
Yeah, because people would say, you know, it's harder to get a job when you got tattoos on your face, on your neck, and so...
And I told them, I'm not getting a job, I'm doing music for my whole life. Like, I was like, this is what I'm doing, and that's what I would tell them. And they, like, didn't believe in it at first, because, you know, their parents, they want you to go to college, they want you to get a degree, especially out of full baseball scholarship. They're like, why are you, like, now you're dropping out of college and getting face tattoos? Like, they thought I was crazy.
So where did Arrest Me Daddy come from?
So I saw a police officer in New York. He had his hand on his gun because I guess something was going on. And I was just kind of making fun of him. I was like, ooh, arrest me, daddy. And then he started laughing. And I just did the dance. And my friend was recording it and I posted it and it went viral. So I just kept doing it.
Your Arrest Me Daddy song you talk about, and you have a video showing you going up to ICE.
Oh, the National Guard.
The National Guard, the National Guard. What made you include that in the song? About you going up to the National Guard? Because
most of my music is just my life experiences. So I honestly now I don't even write. Like I freestyle most of my music. Well, I like punch in, so it's kind of like writing. But that was just a life experience I had. And I saw them. I was in D.C. I had a show. I was on tour with Chance the Rapper, and we had a show in D.C. And I seen the National Guard right outside my hotel. And I was like, I'm gonna do it to them. And they was like, no, I don't know. I don't know how they gonna react. And I was like, no, I'm gonna just do it anyway. And I went, and they thought it was funny, and then they like walked away. Yeah.
I saw you do it to some other Chicago police officers. They knew who you were. They were like, come on, bro.
Yeah, they all like know me now. They told me they have a group chat about me.
And what do they say in the group chat?
In the group chat, they tell, when they see me walking, they text each other and say, oh, he's walking down Michigan. They like alert them of where I'm going. And one of them called me the boogeyman.
Why?
Because I think they're afraid to get caught in the Arrest Me Daddy video. But he was like joking. He was being funny. He was smiling. So
when we first came out here, a guy approached you, wanted a picture with you. How has that changed your life? You know, if you're
They taking pictures right there.
Yeah, they are. Okay, so you're used to walking around, you know, maybe before all of this social media buzz, and you can just be yourself.
Yeah.
Now you may have Mars with you, people walking up to you. What does that feel like?
So it feels good because I've been doing music for 15 years, so I feel like I'm finally starting to see success from it. And then like with my son, sometimes he gets tired of it. Like he'll be like, oh, again? Like when people take pictures because he wants to do something, or sometimes when he's like has an attitude and he's like cranky and he's like, you know, he's being a child, he's throwing a tantrum, and then people want pictures. But I love it though. And he's starting to get used to it too. But I do want him to like have a normal life growing up because I feel like it's important to experience life as a normal person first.
What does that look like? What do you mean by that?
Like I mean, everybody's different, but I just mean like being able to just grow up and mature enough to be able to handle people constantly asking you for pictures. Because I feel like child stars don't really get to grow up. You know, I feel like I'm an adult already, so I know how to handle what was going on.
When you mentioned that you were doing Uber and all of that, the financial part of it, how has that changed? You don't have to tell me how much money you make. Maybe you could buy me some Starbucks or something.
Yeah, we could get
Sip
some Starbucks.
Sip and savor. But like, how has that evolved in your life? What does your life look like on that level now?
I feel like, you know, money troubles is what most people are stressed out about. So I'm just happy that I get to live life, enjoy time with my son. Because the most important thing is having free time to be with your family. And like, you know, if I want to take my son to the park, I could go do that. Like when I was doing Uber, I was working 16-hour shifts. Like I remember I would be in the car and I would be like, man, I wish I could go walk around outside and like enjoy the day instead of like taking other people around. So now I get to like go out, enjoy, hang out with my son, take him out to eat, you know, so.
What about endorsements and stuff like that?
Yeah, endorsements.
Because you have such a huge social media presence.
Yeah, I get offers all the time for endorsements. I've done a few of them, and then I constantly get asked for that type of stuff, and I'm enjoying it. It's been fun. What
would you want people to know? This is my last question to you. Beyond the Arrest Me Daddy, somebody might see that and say, grow up, that's goofy.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
What would you want people to know beyond that about you?
I feel like we should stop being so ageist, and I think everybody should be able to have fun no matter what age they are. And I think people would live longer if they did do that.
Have fun, enjoy life.
You gotta enjoy life.
Life is short, right?
Yeah, and everybody, this is our first time living, so it's like nobody, you know, I don't think old people feel like old people. They just feel like themselves and they got older.
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah, because I don't feel older.
You don't? You don't feel you're 29?
I'm 29, but
I mean, you're a baby still.
yeah,
I mean,
but still,
honestly.
I just feel like, I was like, when am I gonna feel like an adult? I honestly don't feel like an adult.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I think in our world too, like, a lot of older people can feel younger based on just how the world is now.
Yeah, the world's a little different now, and I feel like to strive in the world now, you kind of have to have fun.